There's room for you in the land of my fathers. That's his promise in my father's house. Bibbidi bobbidi bang, swagger jack. If y'all don't know my father's house.
Was a song that was prepared by Doctrinn, and it's specifically for our show. Hey, Pastor Leroy, how are you, my brother?
Pastor Kent, how are you, sir? What a great song. Doctrinn is the man, and let me tell you, man, he's going to come up with another song, and hopefully he's going to be back on the show here within the next couple of weeks, man.
The only thing about getting Doctrinn here, it's not free, okay? It only has to be paid. Of course.
You and I can work out something together where I could send you a check or something up your way, and we could get him back on the show. And I want to say, too, I want to apologize for not being on your show last Sunday evening. I was watching, of course, my Philadelphia Eagles advance to the Super Bowl against the Kansas City Chiefs next Sunday.
And you know what? It's been a lot of years since they've been there.
Yeah, last time we won the Super Bowl was in 2018, so we're at 5 years now since we won the Super Bowl. I'm not going to drag this out because people are probably tired of hearing about it. I'm a big Eagles fan. I was partially raised in Philadelphia, and I want to thank everybody who has emailed me. Congratulations. I've received over 200 emails at my parish about the Philadelphia Eagles in the past 5 days. And I want to thank everybody who has sent them in.
Wow. But that's the way
let me
it is.
ask you a question. How's your sister doing? I'd like to get an update on her.
Well, my sister is not well. She's we're arguing right now. So apparently I said something on the phone that upset her, and because she's very sensitive. So I cut the music short today because I have a very important message. Take a trip with me for a minute. Do you remember the first time we prayed and how it wooed us? Father, forgive me for I have sinned. Come into my heart. Show me how to live. Do we remember that? 1975. I was 13 years old. Sorry, I was 10. And in 1975, I got the calling. And I waited 3 years before I went up. And I was nervous. I was afraid to go in front of a crowd. And I asked my Sunday school teacher, I said, would you come up with me? And she said, sure, I will. And we went up to the altar, and I prayed. I gave my life's blood. Everything I had, I gave to him, and I bawled my face off. Yes, I'm a man. Yeah, I know I'm not supposed to cry. But you know what? I say balderdash to that. Because a real man cries when things hurt. We don't hide it. We don't stuff it. And when I bowed my head and I prayed, I heard these words in my head. I will make a great man out of you. And that just made me cry more. That just made me cry more. And I stayed there through the whole altar call. And even after church, I still stayed there because I couldn't move. I was so engulfed, so wooed by his presence. My Sunday school teacher, she said to me, God's going to make a great man out of you. And I'm like, whoa, wait a second. I just heard that. Where'd that come from? How did you know that? I was totally freaked out. I didn't know what to do. So I went home. All week I prayed and I fasted and I meditated on the Word of God and supped with Him. Yes, I had temptation and sin, of course, but it did not take away that feeling I felt at that altar, that encompassing feeling of just safety and protection and love unequivocably beyond this world. And I lived in that. All week I prayed, God, show me what you want. And when I went on Sunday, He showed me in a miraculous way. And I knew from that point on that I would be a pastor. And I knew it. At the age of 18, I had an opportunity to go to Bethany Bible College. My tuition was paid. I was going on a full scholarship. And I got scared. And I ran. And I ran from the age of 18 until the age of 30, when I looked at my bank account and I looked at all the damage that I've done in my life, my family, my friends, my homes, my businesses, my wives. I walked in to Narcotics Anonymous, and they showed me. I ran. I didn't want to hear anything about God, because God to me is judgmental and critical and holier than thou, and he's going to come down with a lightning bolt and destroy you if you don't follow him precisely. What a load of rubbish. What a load of rubbish. That's a bunch of horse hooey. That's taught from a pastor who knows nothing about what God is about. No one, no pastor, no doctor, no deacon, no anybody can say, because you sin, you lose your salvation. Rubbish, balderdash, and whatever. How do we help? Because in this day and age, we don't need a building to worship. We have the internet. We have online churches. In Ontario, here in Canada, there are churches closing all the time because people don't want to go, because they don't believe in God anymore. We can't talk about God in church. The only one that I should be listened to is the creator of this world, the Alpha and Omega, the Aleph and the Taf, Elohim, Yeshua, Yahweh, Creator, who saved my soul. He left royalty. He left his throne room to be amongst us because he loved us. What are we doing? Yeah, the Bible, Bible. Yeah, that's what you need. You don't have to sit there blindly and say, oh, yes, right away. Oh, yes, I do that. Yes, I will. Yes, yes, yes. You're like a stupid sheep coming. The edge. Pastor Leroy, you've been silent. Chime in here, my brother.
Let me say this, man. The past 2 or 3 episodes, man, I've been getting a lot of emails during the episode. I received a couple other emails that I want to go over with you, Pastor Kent. A couple of them were in relation to Shanty and Beverly, wanting to know what happened, why they're not here no more. Now, I know the Shanty story, but what about Beverly?
Sorry.
No, I was on.
Do you want to?
Hi, you guys hearing me?
Yeah, I hear you, Bev. I thought something happened. I'm glad you're on tonight. I was wondering what happened. I've been getting a couple of emails in my parish about why you haven't been on. So I wanted to ask Pastor Kent about that and also about Shanty, but I know the Shanty story.
A lot of people, Bev, don't want to ask for help. They're afraid because I don't know about in the States, Pastor Leroy, like I see on the news how they treat the vets and how they treat the homeless people, and we here in Canada do the very stupid same thing. When they get back here, they're treated like garbage. I see homeless people all the time. During the summertime, the parks here, and they've always got tents in them because these homeless people don't want to pay rent. Now, there are, I'm not saying all, please don't jump yet. I'm not saying all.
Well, that's only 1% of what's really happening. They're turning them into rental units, and the rent that they're charging are so high. If someone is, for example, when I came into Hamilton, when my daughter started working in Hamilton, I was floored. I always knew there was homelessness. I've been homeless myself. In order to get a room, you have to pay $800 a room.
You see, here the government in the United States, the people have no say. The government tells you what you got to do. The government tells you had to wear a mask during COVID. You had no choice. The government told you that you were going to pay 30% of your taxes to us on every paycheck. So are we the government? Are the people here the government in the United States? Absolutely not, man, under any circumstances. And I'm sorry to interrupt, but I just wanted to get that in. You know, we're in 3 different countries here. The United States works in a very, very different way than Canada in a certain sense, and where you are, Bev. So I just wanted to intervene there on the U.S. perspective.
Well, Bev is actually in Canada.
Oh, I didn't know that. I thought she was south. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, but I'm in a different city. Yeah,
so,
I'm in a different city from Pastor Kent.
Yeah.
So you're right. Based on where you are, there would be some different perspectives.
Yeah.
But there are lots of grassroots opportunity, though, no matter where we are.
Oh, we do have a caller.
It's Grover Washington. I'm a homeless man in the United States of America. I thought you need some opinion, my opinion on this issue.
Have at it.
Thank you.
Well, I don't know how it is with Pastor Shanny down there in the Philippines, but in the United States, I stay at the Haven for Hope. That's a shelter in San Antonio, Texas. Hello.
Yeah, I heard you.
Well, why you getting hostile with me? You got a problem with that?
Why do you do that? I just answered you. Relax.
Tell me relax. You're implying that I'm getting upset. I was not getting upset until you got hostile with me. I think the problem is, once again, you're hearing a black voice and you're getting upset.
Well, now.
You need to take a chill pill.
Go ahead, Beth.
I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I got muted for some reason.
Exactly what his comment was about homelessness.
I believe the host of the show, who's a notorious racist, said that people need to take advantage of the government when they're homeless. I'm homeless. How am I supposed to take advantage of the government?
No. I think you misunderstood. You misunderstood. What he's talking about, tell you that there are people who actively choose not to live somewhere.
Right.
And there are people who we have seen in our newspapers who are collecting money from strangers who actually live better than some of us live. So that's what he's referring to. He's referring to the people that have been followed by newspapers who are actually living good lives, and they go out and beg and pretend they're homeless. So I just want to clarify that for you and for everybody. And it's not a thing about race, because our papers have looked at people who are faith-based, people who are just people that want to take advantage.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know what that background is, but it really sounds gross.
I didn't hear any background noise. It could be one of the other pastors. I don't know if it's Shanty or if it's Leroy.
Again.
What?
Shanty's not a pastor. She was a person that was part of this ministry.
Is she on the line?
She's just a sister that we love very much.
A sister in Christ.
Yes.
A fellow colored person, just like me. Amen.
Yeah.
You got anything to say, Pastor Leroy?
You know, I got a lot to say. I think Grover's clearly intoxicated. It sounds like to me like he's maybe two bottles past the second ripple.
No, I'm not drinking at all.
Well,
I can attest to one thing. I can attest to one thing.
Go ahead.
Grover is truly homeless. That I know for a fact. Okay, because I know
I'm at the Haven for Hope. I'm at the mission.
Yeah, and you know what? And I got to say this, man. I feel kind of bad for this guy. But sometimes he calls in, and I think he's been hitting too many ripples, man. Maybe smoking a little blowjob.
Yeah.
I ain't smoking nothing
that's
or drinking.
Pain. That's the pain talking.
That's racism.
The pain talking. And no, Grover, the pain. Sometimes the pain gets so deep that you want to lash out on people taking what you perceive, even though we may not always agree. We have the fundamental truth that we are all brethren in Christ. And this is why I joined, because there's not a division of color, there's not a division of ability, there's not a There's not any kind of division that would cause me to say that we are not all one together. In terms of your situation, being homeless is very hard. It's very painful. And I want to apologize to you for however you got there. We started on the topic not because anybody wanted to give us, I believe I brought it up in saying that as Christians, we need to come together in different ways so we can alleviate or stop some of the deluge of homelessness and other things that are plaguing our cities. And I said that because I was watching something the other day and they were talking about artificial intelligence and saying that basically a lot of people would turn into, not zombie, but they would have absolutely nothing to do and nowhere to go. Well, if you look at that pattern, yeah, it does seem like everything's being automated. And as Christians, we need to start making a response to that. And so this is how I started talking about homelessness, and I'm really sorry if you misconstrued what was said. But what I want to do is ask one of the pastors to pray for you and with you that God would really touch somebody's heart and let them find a solution for you somehow. Okay, is that okay?
Yeah. Pastor Leroy, you know him better. Go ahead. Pray with him.
Look at here. You know what? This is a terrible situation that my man Grover's in. And sometimes he does do a sin. However, Grover is going to get himself together. And I pray to God, I pray to the Lord that he will find peace, that he will get off the streets. He's a good man, got a good heart. He's a little mixed up. Been through a lot.
I just got out of jail.
Let me say this, man. Grover, get it together, man. Because if you don't...
I'm trying to. I'm getting harassed by the police right now.
You see, this is uncalled for, man. That you're going through all this, and I'm trying to help. I'm trying to make things better for you, man.
A guy got bit by a snake on his willy, and then I tried to suck the poison out. He got bit by a snake on the willy, and they accused me of engaging in male prostitution. It was total nonsense. Total nonsense.
You're not acting appropriately now. So, Pastor, thank you so much for your short prayer, and we'll talk again, okay, Grover?
Okay, but I was out of jail.
Pastor Kent?
Yes? Who's this?
It's Madeline Mitton. You need to pay for it. You need
Bye-bye. Okay, to explain that, Bev, they have been at me for a long time about Madeline. Now, I talk to Madeline all the time. Madeline and I are friends, and that was not Madeline, okay? For one, the number was wrong because she's in a 506 area code. She's down east, so that's impossible. And Madeline is a girl. Did that sound like a girl to you?
Wow, that's really sad.
It is.
Do we have any more callers? Well, I'm gonna log off now.
God bless.
Okay, thanks.
All right, bye-bye.
God bless. And Pastor Leroy, talk to you tomorrow.
Well, I don't have any callers, so I'll put a couple of songs on, and we'll be back.
Hold me.
I see people in chat say I don't take calls. I can't take calls if I don't get calls. They said in chat, you have a show, but you just don't take calls. How can I take calls when people don't call?
Come on, folks, call in. We still got 48 minutes
on the air.
Show.
Who's this?
Hello.
Yeah,
Paul.
who's
This is Paul, and I want to know which car is the best one to use in the Gran Turismo for four-wheel drive.
Okay. This is not a show for that. Call another show.
You're a gamer, right?
Yes, I'm a gamer, but this is not a show about gaming.
No, I can appreciate your game. And let me say something about video games, man. I was brought up with...
Just somebody being rude. It's okay. Go on.
I was brought up in an era of video games. Like you. We're about the same age, you and me. We're very close in age. And in the arcade, I played Pac-Man, I played Asteroids, I played whatever. And that was the norm for me. You know, we had a lot of arcades here in the Bronx, man. Most of them got ripped off all the time, but you know, when they weren't ripped off, they were fun to play. So I used to play all the video games, and even as I became an adult, I still play video games. I have a PlayStation 4 here, and I understand there's a new PlayStation now, PlayStation 5, which I may get.
Times,
you know what I play? I'm sorry?
You're behind the times.
Yeah, I'm behind the times. I'm just, you know, I don't play a lot. I probably don't play the kind of online games you do, but I like is sports games. I like baseball, football, boxing, that kind of thing. Wrestling games are pretty cool. Racing games are cool too. I don't play much of the RPG games, as far as like I don't know what they have to Final Fantasy 168 by now, man. But whatever they're up to, those kind of RPG games I never really got into. My grandkids told me about Grand Theft Auto, which I know is on PlayStation. Grand Theft Auto, I think they're up to 5 or 6 now, and that's a pretty nasty game. Did you ever play that?
No, I don't like. Anyway, I guess this is what people want to talk about. So fine, they make it's Final Fantasy. I think they're up to 16 now. I have up to 15. No, I play the Final Fantasy series. I play a lot of racing games. I like those better.
Yeah, I'm not trying to make it uncomfortable for you. Look, you and I were brought up in the same era. Okay, yep. We were brought up in the arcade era. And I'll tell you what, before arcade games came out in the 1970s, man, I used to play pinball. One day I want to go to the arcade, and I want to put a quarter in a Cubert, and I'm going to play the game while I'm hearing other games in the background. Do you remember those days?
Yeah. I remember arcades. Yep.
You and I were brought up at the same time, so I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. I'm just trying to make conversation here to pass the time.
But to answer your question that you asked, if you get a PS2, they have a PS2 game that's called Arcades, and it's all the arcade games. The pinball, can't think of the name of it, but anyway, it was a warrior fighting game. They have the jet game. You can fly jets. You can fly tanks. You can drive tanks. They have military ones that they have for PS. I'm not too familiar with the ones on 4. I got a lot of PS2, PS1, PS2 PS2 games. I'm not much into PS4 because I can't justify paying $800 for a system.
Well, I think the PS4 came out like 5 years ago. Like, you could probably get that now for $100 or $200.
No.
But the PS5 is the new one. That one was very hard to find about a year ago, but now it's getting a little more easier to get. I myself, I'm going to be picking up one through Amazon. I was lucky to be selected to get a PS5 for only, what is it, $449? Hey, how much was that, man? $149. Now that, for a PS5, the brand new one, including a controller, no games, $449, that's a hell of a price. People a year ago were paying triple that.
Well, when PS5 came out, it was over $1,000. Of course, they run between $400 and $500, but I still can't justify buying that just for certain games.
Right.
They do have games on there that I would love to get. They have Gran Turismo 6, 7, and 8 on PS4, but like I can't justify paying $500 system for 3 games. Most of the games that are on PS1, they're coming out with them on PS3 now as remakes.
Now, when you play games, I know you play mainly racing games, but do you play games online with other live players?
No, I don't play online because those people that play online, they jack up their characters and pay money and have money that I don't have, and it's just not fair because
right. I get that.
No, I play mostly on the system. Sometimes I'll go on PlayStation, like the store, and I'll see what's there. But we have what's called Kijiji here in Canada, and you can get pretty much anything on there you want. Plus, you have Amazon.
Yeah, I have Amazon Prime. I have Netflix. I have, what else we got? HBO. We got HBO. HBO Max. HBO Max, and we got Showtime. Right? Just answer me, man. Yeah, and we got Showtime. So, yeah, you know what? Our cable bill here, I don't know what you pay for cable up there. I'm just curious, but between cable and internet, now down here we got I'm paying mine to, what's the name, Comcast, right? And I pay about $250 a month for cable and the internet combined. Well, I don't know what you pay up there, but again, I'm getting all those pay channels too. So
we don't have cable because my wife and I, we don't really watch TV, so we don't have cable. We do have internet, and we play a lot of games, and she watches a lot of stuff on YouTube, and I watch a lot of stuff on Netflix.
Do you have Amazon Prime?
Yep.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of funny when you say you don't have cable. I mean, with the exception of the local news, I don't really watch a lot of cable myself. I'm probably wasting a lot of money on it, but you know, I got other people here living here and watching it. But you know, I guess if you're in a situation like you are with your wife, and neither one of you watch TV, why spend $150 a month at least on cable?
Oh, you're on with the panel. Who's this?
Hey, this is Paul. You hung up before, but now you're talking about games. So I have a question about gaming now.
What?
It's about Castle Age. How can I join your guild?
Yeah, I don't play Castle Age anymore. You know what?
What happened?
It got boring. There's a game on Facebook I used to play, but anyway.
What kind of game is that, Castle Age? I don't think I've ever heard of it.
It's like a role-playing game.
Oh, okay. What, you used to play online with people?
Well, I haven't done that in years. I actually met my wife there.
You met your wife in that game?
In Castle Age, yeah.
Get out. That's funny. Is your wife's a gamer too?
Yep. Hello. Who's this?
Hi, I have a godly question. I was wondering if Jesus
What's your name?
was. This is Frank, and I'm
okay, Frank.
calling from Ohio. Jesus. Okay, don't hold it against me. If Jesus was playing in Castle Age, what level would he be?
Really? How do you find that's a godly question? You guys go off on some tangent somewhere. You know, we're just having casual conversation, and then you blaspheme God like that? Not happening here. Well, I guess this has run its course tonight. I think we're almost out of time.
I will be back tomorrow night, though, Pastor Kent. You know that. I'll be here for you, brother.
Yep, I know. So, Pastor Leroy, you want to give us a closing prayer?
Absolutely. Lord, as we lay down tonight to go to sleep, let us heal our wounds. Let us forgive our enemies, for we wake up tomorrow morning a very happy person. Hold no grudges. I myself have no grudges in my life. I still am. But Lord, don't let anybody else do it. I want to thank you for doing the show, allowing me to be on the show with Free Talk. And I want to pray to everybody out there tonight listening to us in the U.S., in Canada, in Europe, wherever you're listening, man. Thank you. And God bless you and your family. And pray every night. Pray to the Lord every night. If I shall lay me down to sleep, I pray the Lord my soul to keep.
Amen.
If I should die before I wake, I pray the Lord my soul to take.
We will say good night, God bless, and same time tomorrow, 5 o'clock, and we're going to be starting our series on discipleship. So I look forward to teaching tomorrow, and we shall be back. Bye now. God bless.